guess it's really exciting to be playing in the 100th game. You guys mentioned at the beginning of the game, I didn't really think about it much during the game. Obviously, the goal was just to do what we always do. But surprisingly, I've been very lucky that this
Knock on wood. You escaped unscathed.
Yeah, I've had seasons and games where it hurt. My knees ache, I have arthritis, I got lots of stuff, but for the most part, the only games I missed was when I hurt my back injury flared up, but other than that, I haven't missed a game, and like I said, there's some days that you feel like you've played 100 games, and other days, I wouldn't say I feel like I'm 25 again, but I still love it, and the things that we go through, all the
it's a labor of love.
You know what? One thing I will say that it is somewhat disheartening is that we were, like you said, the New York Times and Daily News and everyone was there, and whether or not the novelty were off, it was like we were progressing, and then all of a sudden we ended up back in Staten Island when we started, and I have to be honest, that was really hurtful as a woman playing sports. It's like, look, we were trying to get to here, and then we ended up back on this crappy field with a bunch of little kids. It's like we always take second fiddle, and it just goes to show that money is everything. But that's why we're all out here. We still play because we love it. Even if we have to, we end up back in Staten Island, we still keep coming back because we do it literally for the love of the game. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to play, but that's the one reason I keep coming back. It's literally just for the love of the game.
When I look back on it, the one regret that I have is that it came about when we were 40. And, for all intents and purposes, as an athlete, my career in almost everything except bowling, golf, and badminton was winding down. So to be able, at 40 years old, to go out and play football, which was always a lifelong dream for me, and I know Andrew, but we grew up as being a little bit older where it was just so prohibitive to play with the boys or play football because, you didn't have that. At least you had it in college. It still was, nothing. I got to play football on the street, and then when I got, to be 13 and 14, my mother said, "You're not playing football because they're not grabbing the football anymore." So I wasn't playing football anymore. And then we played flag, and to have the opportunity, the flag that we all played was very competitive, and that was wonderful. And then to have the opportunity to bring all these flag teams together that were so competitive against each other for one common goal, doing something that I and we all loved, was like almost a dream come true, not to minimize what the bigger picture of life is, but this was one dream that we got to accomplish. Instead of sitting in front of the TV on Saturdays watching college or Sundays watching men say, "Damn, I wish I was a guy because I just want to play this sport. I don't want to play against the guys, I just want to play it as a guy, or I want to be a girl playing against girls." And having that happen and having it become what it is today, 11 years later, we've won 100 games. We're lucky enough to have somebody who decided that money wasn't worth enough in her pocket, that she could throw it away on us.
And she
for
knows
all
to
the
throw
years.
it away.
Yes.
And I do mean that.
We are grateful. We're very grateful.
It's not an investment in anything. It's sort of like having an apartment or a car, because it's only depreciation. But we appreciate it. But to do it and to see the levels we've come from, because from where we came from and see what we used to have and everything, where we've come from now, and it's all over the United States, and that we have a chance to still compete on a high level with all these women, there's nothing like it. And for me, in 2004, when I was 44 years old, and I said to myself, I can't even imagine never playing the sport, but knowing I had no idea how I was still going to play, because you're kind of winding down then. And then when the day came that I really just didn't want to be hit anymore, to be able now to contribute as a coach is awesome for me, because in my specific situation, football keeps me going in life. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Listen, I have to thank everyone because it was all of our dreams and all of them out there now. But I think I don't know, the nice part is that we paved the road because, and even Len and I especially, because we're older than Europe, and
and flag football
yeah,
started it all.
we started all that, but back when we were girls, I don't know about you, but I was considered strange or unusual because I love sports and I participated in sports. Too much wine.
I was a tomboy.
Yeah, but I was looked at as being strange and out of the norm, and
Even still when I was growing up, I had it pretty bad. I was definitely an outsider.
But see, we had to be strange so that them can be normal.
Right.
Today, it's normal, and I love it because you see, I see the Sharks and their little buff bodies, and they're, they love the game, and they're so athletic, and it's something today to be proud of. Lives have been transformed, and times have changed, and if we may still be a goose coop, but the perceptions change.
And the quality of goose poop is much better.
And the quality of goose
yes.
athletic goose poop,
I feel that, I'm not patting myself on the back by any means, but I feel like I'm one of the forefront people,
Yeah, you
next to
definitely
or
front runner.
behind of women's
Definitely a
football,
front runner.
and that even from before tackle when we all played flag, we have people that look up to us. Like they look up to us now as the Sharks. They look up to us as, wow, you girls, they know what we did 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and they appreciate that. They might say, haha, you're old now, but they know that we've paved the way for a lot of things, and I feel a part of that. I really do. And I'm very, very proud to be part of that. And it gives me goosebumps sometimes. Culminating in the one more championship will be the highlight. Please.
I hope that's
Then I
the
can stop
case.
using that as my excuse as to why I haven't retired yet.
We'll always find an excuse.
I know.
It was
Probably as
fun
long
today.
as I can still keep moving.
The one saying that you always say, I quit, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like you want to leave it, but it's so addicting.
It is. Even today, talk about the goosebumps. It was very cool running out there today, suited up again, and I kicked off. I think I pulled a muscle in my neck, but no, I'm kidding. But it was just, it felt good. Did I want to be out there playing anymore? No, it's past that. But it was really nice running out there and being on the field with you guys again, and just remembering for just that second, that one little kick. God, I remember the days. And it's a cool thing.
And that's why whoever's watching this video should never take for granted the things they do, because you never know when it's going to end. Like when we played all those years ago, we seriously both thought we would play forever.
Oh yeah.
In spite of our age.
Wheelchair football.
And it inevitably comes to an end. And so if you take it for granted, then you never can get it back. But if you appreciate every moment,
Play as long as you can.
And
'cause
take
there will come a
advantage.
day when it's like, I don't think I want to play today. And you're going to go,
wow.
that comes
So
on
we'll
me.
see if next time we do this video if I'm still playing.
I might have a
You better
motorized
be.
The
wheelchair.
next 100 games.
You have years in you. You have years in
You
you.
have years in you. And
I have
but
maybe
you
another
guys think
kick in
so.
me. That's
Tell my
about
niece
it.
that.
I have a couple more screens on as coaching, but you know what? Like I said, nobody should ever, not appreciate or take for granted what they're doing today, because there may be a day that it ends that you just don't expect it, and you never get it back. And to be able to sit here 11 years later and look back on 100 games, regardless of the ups and downs, people, whatever, there's nothing like that. And so take that from that as well.
These, I would say these have been some of the best years. Probably a few of the years in particular were absolutely the best years of my life. And 100 games, 100 years old. Yeah.
Here's my empty Coke glass to 200 games.
Here we go.
Cheers.
We're all empty. Let's go refill.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
Thank you.